Guys, in today's video, I'm gonna tell you how to avoid paying for the horrible hidden fees that dealers like to put into their vehicles before you buy and pay for it. Now, let me give a couple of perspectives in here, okay? One of the things that I usually would use when I was selling cars majorly online, because in the beginning I was only selling cars online, right? And of course, you might think, well, why would someone buy a car online from you instead of going to the dealer? That is actually one of the arguments that I would use. Hey guys, I'm selling online. I don't have huge overhead costs, so I don't have to pay for a huge lot. I don't have to pay for tons of employees. I don't have to pay for electricity, for this, for that, because all those things, guess what? The dealer is going to put into the hidden costs, because the same place that the big dealer is buying the cars from is the same place that I'm buying my cars from. I've seen so many times, like you have no idea. I'm bidding on a car and then it comes on like Toyota from Huntington Beach or Audi from whatever. So I'm like over there on a car bidding with those big franchise dealers. So we're buying cars from the same place. Now, what would make a difference then on the final price? One thing, of course, is the person who's buying, who's better at buying the car. That's one thing, finding good deals. But there are a lot of hidden fees that they add to the vehicle when you are at a big dealership buying a car, when you are at a franchise dealer buying a car. And you don't even realize, because let's be honest, when you are at the dealership, right, franchise dealership buying a car, this pace is nice, it smells nice, everything is, dressed well and properly. And you're honestly just thinking about getting the car and driving and showing to your friends and family and, having the experience of having the nice car that you're thinking about buying. And you're not really paying attention into all the things that you're actually signing. Most of the time, you're just like, okay, how much is going to be my monthly payment? How much is going to be my down payment? That's it. You don't really look at the hidden fees and hidden costs. Now, one thing that dealers do a lot, if you're checking car gurus for a car, for example, you're gonna see that a lot of them put super low prices. That doesn't even really make sense. And that's something that when I started my dealership, I was like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. How this guy is putting this car for this much? Like the spread on the vehicle doesn't make sense. Like he's not making that much money. How is his operation still running? But then once you go visit that dealer and try to buy a car off them, you realize they add a lot of things. So my personal experience, I didn't try that once. I wish I could have recorded, but I couldn't. But I went to the dealer. I was there, got the vehicle. Hey, I want this vehicle here. Can you see some options for me? I started checking some options. And I told him, hey, I'm going to buy cash. Is that fine? He's like, yeah, fine. Can you give me a discount? No, I cannot give a discount. I'm like, okay, it's fine. And then when we were actually ready to sign documents for the vehicle, guess what? We were about to sign the documents. And then he looks at me. Oh, yeah, so there's the GPS that comes with the vehicle. That's an extra $1,500. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, yeah, there's it is mandatory. I'm sorry. Every vehicle here comes with the GPS and is mandatory to buy for $1,500. I was like, no. What do you mean? You're telling me that I cannot buy the vehicle unless I buy the GPS that comes with it. Is that what you're saying? And he's like, yeah. If you don't want to buy the GPS, sorry, I cannot sell you the vehicle. And then that's when I found the catch. I was like, that makes so much sense. That's why they put the prices on Car Gurus, on Auto Trader, on Carfax so low, because he wants me to go to the dealership. He wants me to drive the vehicle. He wants me to have the experience and kind of feel that the car is almost mine. And then once I'm ready to sign the papers, he's going to throw that at me and be like, oh yeah, so it comes with the GPS for protection, for this, for that. And he's charging me $1,500 for a fucking GPS. That's insane. But that's how he makes his profit. Because guess what? Guys, I'm a dealer. So I've seen this many times. I actually got offered. I never sold a GPS with a car because I think that's, not really worth it. If the customer wants, okay, it's fine. It's one thing, but otherwise, it's not really worth it. And those GPSs, they usually cost $200, $150 for the dealer. So imagine it costs $150 or $200 for the dealer. And he was selling to me as a mandatory product for $1,500. So he's making an extra $1,000 and $300 on me just by the GPS, just for the GPS. That's it. When I say hidden costs and fees, you're gonna see that there's a lot of things with weird names that they might put on a contract, mainly if you're financing it. And that's where you gotta pay attention. And I'm gonna read a couple here for you. So dealer prep and reconditioning fees, they cannot put that in there. So if you see that, tell them to take it off. And if they play hard on you, tell them you're going to call DMV, because that doesn't make any sense. Unrequested add-ons and accessories, such as the GPS. At that time, when I went there to this dealership and the guy was trying to force the GPS on me, I was like, you know, whatever, bro. Like, you seem old. You seem like you've been here in the same small place for years, and you're probably going to continue stuck here forever. So go on with your life. I'm not going to do anything. You know, I'm just going to forget that this happened. But you know, that was actually crazy, because the way he did, he advertised something, and then when I was there to buy, he told me it was mandatory to buy the GPS with it, and that doesn't exist. That cannot happen, right? It's not a bundle that I'm buying. Now, nitrogen filled tires, forget about it. Market adjustments, that's a good one. Market adjustments, guys, if you see any type of fees like that, oh, market adjustments, and I don't know, $500, forget about. What do you mean market adjustments, brother? Just because you have a car that is sitting on your lot for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you want to charge me market adjustments? I mean, it's your fault that you didn't sell the car in 30 days. Now, just because I'm buying 4 months later, you're charging me the market adjustments? No, that's insane. Okay, so if you see that, forget about it. Miscellaneous fees and with unclear descriptions. So PIPA, price, safety, and security. There's a lot of little things in there that they like to add. So always ask, what is this fee that's being charged? And you're gonna laugh with the way they try to explain to you something that is just there to make more profit. Now, if they charge you Carfax reports, okay, on the new or used vehicle you're buying, that's something they cannot do. Okay, usually for dealers, just so you know, for regular customers, retail customers, if you're not a dealer, you're probably gonna pay what, 25, 30 bucks, I think right now, for one report, or 50 bucks for a report from Carfax. For dealers, we pay one set price. So we pay like, depending on the package that you get, you pay 250, 500, 1,000 bucks a month, and you have unlimited access to Carfax reports. So it makes no sense for them to be charging you for a Carfax report. They cannot charge you for a Carfax report. Okay. Now, how to protect yourself regarding that? Ask for clarification. Get those things in writing. If you see the contract right there and then, to be honest with you, before you ask, take a picture of it. Before you ask for clarification, take a picture of it, because maybe they're gonna try to put something in there, and then once you ask for a clarification, they're gonna realize that you know what you're doing, and they might change it. So take a picture. Okay. Now, fees to negotiate, the processing doc fees, it's pretty much up to the dealer. There's a limit that they can charge you for that, but you can negotiate, you know, usually on big franchise dealers or even smaller dealers. I had that in my dealership. We already have the processing of the titling and all that inside the dealership. So you can negotiate that price if they're charging you that. Okay. Now, extended warranties, you can also negotiate that, because guess what? There's the price that they have to pay for the contract, right? So the dealer pays a price to the extended warranty company. But guess what? There's a surplus. There's the extra amount of money that they're making on you through the warranty. So negotiate that as well. So if you know how to negotiate that and negotiate the price of the vehicle and make sure that you're getting all the hidden fees out of the contract, then you're buying a very good deal. So remember, check the prices. So go to the dealership that usually has the price the car that you want for the lowest price. Do that. Go there. Now, usually in that place is where they're gonna have hidden fees to make up for the price tag that they put on the vehicle, right? If they put the car as the cheapest one, they're gonna have to make their money some other way with hidden fees or making money on the warranty. Now, if you go there by the price, they cannot change the price. The price they gave and advertised, that's what they have to keep. So pay attention on that. Now, once you're trying to get the warranty, make sure that you negotiate so they don't make as much profit on you on their warranty, and take all the hidden fees out. If you do those 3 things, then you're guaranteed to be getting a very good deal at a car dealership. So that's the way to get rid of the hidden fees. Always ask and always read the contract. Subscribe for more, like the video, and share with a friend before they buy a car with all the hidden fees. Have a good one.